season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a team from the American, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field, and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. North Texas will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Fires to the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. This time on target.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. North Texas in the hurry up. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first down, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Let's talk a minute about North Texas. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown, North Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the left. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
And the Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Lyle. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll move the wide receiver to the air. It's Chadwick. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Carr. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. They think there's room to run to the right here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley and knock him down for a loss. After that last loss, it's second and 12. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Kane. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. And that chemistry equals big plays.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That's caught. It's Vaughn. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
North Texas in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on third and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
Got
North Texas really has it going on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on second and short. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Mean Green trying to convert on third and short. The give on the inside. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Breaks the tackle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Canes will have it first and 10. On the ground, it's Lyle. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Hurricanes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilbert. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Canes are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on third and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. North Texas could see if they can get a chunk play here on second and inches. Zings it complete to the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, North Texas. A great catch and run for 6.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
North Texas, 21, Miami.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Makes the catch. It's Lyon. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Close to the marker. It's caught. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half.
Miami, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit... There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Chadwick. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.